Now, you guys like solving equations. I think you guys are pros at solving equations. In fact, you wish you were back in those days when all you had to do was solve an equation. You guys remember those days? No. Whenever you guys were solving equations, you guys would do inverse operations to find your answer. So, like, I don't know if this is going to be pretty, but what's the first inverse operation you would do? Will you do the inverse of multiply, or will you do the inverse of subtract first? It's up to you. Yeah, adding 5 is probably the easier way to go, okay, but you could do divide by 2. So I did an inverse operation, and now I have 2x equals 22. You guys see that? Okay, that was the inverse operation. Now it's more simple, right? It was crazy because there was like 3 terms. Now there's only 2 terms. What's the inverse of multiply? Divide. So I'm going to divide by 2, and then divide by 2, and I get x equals 11. You're like, oh my gosh, I found the answer. And then you could take that 11, and you could plug them back in to see if it works. 2 times 11 is what? 22. And then you subtract the 5. Do you get 17? It checks. Okay, and you're really excited about that. You're like, oh, I love inverse operations. Okay, we're going to do inverse operations with this guy. Okay? So it says solve the equation. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, the rest of it says express the solution as a logarithm in base 10. So that means, like, we're not going to be able to finish, like, we're not going to get a pretty answer like this. The answer is going to have a log base 10. Okay, so it's going to be log of something. That's going to be our answer. So for this one right here, what would be the first inverse operation that you would like to do? We have 4 times 10 raised to the negative 3x equals 18. I'm going to say divide by 4, right? I mean, that's the inverse, right? So peace out, foes. You're now 1 because 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 1 times 10 is nothing. And then on the other side, we'll just keep it there, okay? He's kind of ugly. We can simplify it a little bit. What can we divide the top and bottom by right here? I divide this by 2 and this by 2. All right, that's cool. So we get 9 over 2. All right. Now, how do we get rid of the base 10? There's a base 10 right here. I want to get this x out of the exponent so I can get him alone. Okay, that's what our goal is, right? Whenever we solve an equation. So, to get rid of this base 10, we're going to log base 10. What? Okay, so I'm going to do extra here. I'm going to write the base 10 just so you guys can see it. Okay, a log base 10 is the opposite of a base 10. What? Yeah, no, they're inverses of each other. I don't know, did you guys learn this stuff yet? Check this out. 10 raised to the second power gives me what? 100. Let's go log base 10 of 100. What do you get? 2. Whoa, it's like it undoes it, right? It undoes it. So the log undoes the base 10. We had the 2 and now it's 100. So I took the 100 and I did log base 10. I got back to 2. Okay, it undoes it. They're inverses. Okay, so I do log base 10 of that side. That means I have to do log base 10 of this side. And you don't have to write the 10s, which is kind of cool. We can be lazy and be like, nah, I don't want to write the 10s. Okay, so I'm taking those out. So now I have log of this and I have log of this. And so let's clean it up, right? That's what you guys are waiting for. Like, what does it look like now? I'll show you. These guys cancel out, and negative 3x is chilling right there. And on the other side, we have a log of 9 over 2. That's on the inside of the log. You don't have to have the parentheses, but some of you guys like it, I know. All right, so now how do I get this x alone? Divide by negative 3. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 3, but I'm going to do it in red because it's an inverse operation. And you can leave it like that, which I think is kind of ugly. I don't like it written like that. I don't like to say, see, negative 3 divided by negative 3 is uno. See, we get uno, but you don't have to write uno. And then we have on this side log of 9 over 2 divided by negative 3, which I think is ugly. I like negative 1/3 in front. And then log of 9 over 2. I like this guy better, but they're both right. They're both right. Which one do you guys like better? Tell your neighbor. Okay, if you like the first one better, because I heard some of you guys say that, make sure this whole part is on the numerator, okay? Sometimes you might have to do parentheses with it. But both of these answers, I believe, both of these answers will work in here. They're both correct. So they should both work. And over here, you actually have to plug this into a calculator. Yeah, you see how it says approximate? It has the approximate squiggly lines right here. Approximate the value of x, round your answer to the nearest thousandth. So grab those calcs and let's see if you guys can get it. Sorry. When you plug it in, you should get negative 0.218, we had to round the 7 up because it says round to the nearest thousandth. And admittedly, guys, I liked plugging that one into the calculator better. Okay, now if you're not getting the right answer, try this. Try plugging this top part in first and then saying equals, and then say divide by -3. And if your calculator has a negative button, make sure you use a negative button. Don't use the minus sign. I think Casio's, they let you use a minus sign as a negative, I think. Okay, but that's how you do.